I first met Aaron Sorkin in December of 1990, a few days before Christmas, when he called the agency I used to work for at 1 in the morning, and he demanded a redhead with beautiful legs, and I went to see him, and he had the most gorgeous penthouse where you could see all of Manhattan. It was all snow-covered, the most amazing view all the way down to the Statue of Liberty, and all this sexy, like, 9.5-week type furniture, and he was kind of gay look, like acting, looking, you know, his silky robes. He was really like effeminate, and up to the point where he started doing drugs. Then he was all macho, but still, you know, I mean, he's pretty amazing. I mean, he's really kinky and not normal, not like your average guy that you think he's just another guy or he's just a successful guy. He's really bizarre.
Really? Can you give me a small example?
Well, he can't just have sex. He can't just fuck. He has to have all these things for hours and hours of role playing. And he needs to be dominated.
Now, there's something. What really, in terms of your relationship with Aaron, can you tell me what it is and how it came to be that you really got angry at him, and just include that in, you know?
No, I didn't get angry. I did not get angry. I got hurt, disappointed, that's it. I was just disappointed by a friend and someone I looked up to as not a role model, but like a guidance. And he gave me a lot of advice over the years by email, and because I hadn't seen him for many years, but I got back in touch with him a few years ago, and he had become this big Hollywood honcho, and I was pursuing a music business career as a producer. I worked with some really amazing people in Miami, and tried to get Aaron to help me with my music business thing, but he just kept putting me off. But he always claimed that he would do anything for me, just to give me some time. And I have too much on my plate right now, and we'll do next month or next week or next year or next show or the next movie, or I have like piles of emails like that where I would have sent him all these artists' music that I recorded, and he just put me off. But then I figured, okay, so he must be embarrassed about knowing me. So I asked him, and he said, no, he's not ashamed, he's not embarrassed, nothing. And all of a sudden, there was a character in the West Wing in the very first pilot episode. There was a call girl. And that was the storyline that people talked about the West Wing more than any other story. In the whole like publicity before the West Wing actually started, biggest publicity about it was that Rob Lowe was involved with a call girl. That was the biggest publicity about the show, and it was like going on for 2 or 3 episodes. And so there was a line there that I told Aaron. He used it with her, and he emailed me about that he wrote the character because of me. And when I asked him to give me some credit, he refused.
And he never acknowledged you.
But he hires he hires idea people, and he gets ideas from people all the time. And I thought I just wanted a byline, story by, or like inspired by something.
So, in effect, he took your credit.
He took a lot of my ideas actually from the West Wing. In another episode about Miami and Elian Gonzalez. I was living in Miami at the time, and there was a big story about Elian Gonzalez, and Aaron and I talked about that. And the next thing you know, there's a storyline about the Cubans in Miami. And the other time I wrote him about the hurricane, and I was so scared that I'm going to die in the hurricane. So I sent him loads of CDs saying that, okay, if I die, you have to put these out. And so he's like, you're not going to die, just evacuate, get the hell out of there. And I emailed him, I said, I can't leave because I have all my equipment here. I'm not leaving my equipment. So, but anyway, I lived. But anyway, so we were emailing each other like 3 times a day. It was kind of strange when he was doing the West Wing.
And your stories would show up in his West Wing?
Lines that I emailed him, yeah.
Lines that I emailed him would show up in the West Wing?
Lines that I emailed him showed up in the West Wing.
And they never gave you credit. Say it all together so I don't have to cut, all right?
He never gave me any
lines. Just say it all.
Via email showed up in the West Wing, and I never received any credit for it, or even just acknowledgement or nothing. I mean, they just love to get their hands on you. Midnight. They just want to use everybody they can. They're just So, but sooner or later, karma comes around and bites you in the ass.
And are you going to be?
What do you call a man who would plagiarize his own hooker? After all, he only paid for the time.